Let's learn the introduction to artificial intelligence today. Hi everyone, let's meet you again in the second course. Let's continue our study of Introduction to Artificial Intelligence. Now we move on to the next part. In this session, let's see what does AI research cover. Today's going to be divided into 4 parts, and I will explain each one of them to you. First, let's learn about cognitive modeling and knowledge representation. Cognitive science is super important for AI. It's all about studying how people think and process information. Basically, it's all about our brain's work and how we make sense of the world around us. There are lots of different things that cognitive science covers. It's all about perception, memory, thinking, learning, language, imagination, creativity, attention, problem solving, and also the impact of the environment on human cognition. Knowledge representation is a bit different. It's all about figuring out how to take what we know and put into a form that computer can understand. So basically, it's all about finding a way to represent human knowledge in a mathematical language that machines can interpret. To do this, we need to take concepts from human knowledge and turn them into a formal model that we can work with. Then we use math to describe the problems we're trying to solve. It's kind of like creating a bridge between what we know and what computers need to know in order to help us out. There are a bunch of different ways to represent knowledge, but some of the most common ones right now are state space, problem reduction, predicate logic, semantic networks, frames, and process. These are all just different ways of taking what we know and putting to a format that computers can use to help us solve problems. Knowledge application and inference are 2 other really important areas of research. These are all about taking what we know and actually putting it to use in the real world. It's kind of like taking all those models we've built and using them to make decisions, solve problems, and creating new things. When we talk about knowledge application, we were really just talking about using all the stuff we've learned to create new things and solve problems. So for AI, that means figuring out how we can use it in real world. It's kind of like taking all those cool ideas we have and actually making them into something real. Whether or not we can do that is big test for how useful and powerful AI really is. Inference is basically just a fancy word for thinking. It's all about taking what we already know and using it to figure out something new. For AI, this means using symbolic logic to do logical thinking and reasoning. But as we get into more complicated problems, just using strict deductive reasoning isn't enough. That's why researchers are now looking at other ways to reason and solve problems, like non-monotonic logic reasoning. It's become a really important area of study in AI research, and it's growing really fast. Machine perceptions and machine thinking are 2 other really important areas of research. These are all about teaching machines to see and understand the world around them, and then use that understanding to make decisions and solve problems. It's kind of like giving machines senses and a brain. When we talk about machine perception, and really just talking about teaching machines to see and hear and understand the world around them, just like human can. This involves using a bunch of different technologies like machine learning, computer vision, and natural language processing to help machines make sense of the information they're taking in. Basically, it's all about giving machines the abilities to perceive and understand the world around them, just like we do. In real-world applications, machine perception technologies are already being used in a bunch of different fields, like smart homes, self-driving cars, healthcare, and security systems. Using these technologies, computers can actually perceive and understand the world around them, which means they can provide more efficient and intelligent services and applications. Basically, machine perceptions help machines do things that are more helpful and useful to us. When it comes to machine thinking, we're really talking about machines that can use logic and data analyze to make decisions and take action. They can quickly perceive tons of information and find patterns and rules within that information, which helps them do things like predicting outcomes, identifying objects, and learning rules, and controlling things in an intelligent way. Basically, machine thinking is all about giving machines the ability to analyze and understand data so they can make smart decisions and take actions based on what they have learned. Last but not least, let's take a look at machine learning and machine behavior. The whole point of machine learning is to help machines learn new things and get better at them over time. Basically, machines are designed to learn new stuff on their own, either by interacting with people and the environment around them, or by using existing data and information to figure things out. The idea is that the more a machine learns, the better it gets at whatever it's supposed to do. The term machine behavior in the context of intelligent systems refers to their ability to communicate, move, operate, and manipulate objects, among others. In this field, behavior science is used to understand how AI agents behave. We will end our lesson here. This time we will talk about the mathematical foundation of artificial intelligence.